it up for your girlfriend to watch later on because.
But yeah, it is a very strong Terribly pick, and we've seen what this hero has been doing lately. Liquid has been dominating on it, and Ace is also one of my favorite Terriblades. He's so consistent on this hero.
I'd say talk about it pretty quickly. We've got a lot of smoke movement coming into smoke movement, so they'll break each side. Highlight dives up the hill. There go the shards, pushing him into the tier 1 tower, but Glimpse, Poppy leveled it up, and the Sunstrike's coming in. That's to try and help out from Fnatic. That won't help. Another one on the hill. The Gust is there, and that's going to be MidOne getting the kill with the laser.
First blood on a Tinker versus an Invoker. That makes the lane quite a lot harder for Invoker. Already not the greatest matchup. You can use your... Hobbit's actually one of the better ones. Of course, his Invoker's quite sick, but he uses his Forge Spirits really well to last hit, even it up a lot.
There's Sunstrike scouting at the moment from Fnatic. Almost too old school to watch this happen. But also notice too, we've got 17 seconds before the runes are going to spawn up. So Team Secret just ensuring they're able to claim at least 2 of these runes, but they've actually backed off the Dire rune. So someone needs to go up there and commit to it. It'll be 2 for 2.
The battle begins.
Fnatic, they are running that aggro lane that the panel was talking about. So they are going to try to rest the Terriblade and give Beastmaster a better start, because otherwise he suffers quite hard. We'll see what rotations and adjustments are made. Well, Terriblade might be a bit sad here.
For now, Yabsaw is just trying to hold the creep wave up on the top. He managed to... is this even intentional that he did this, that he grabbed the 3 melee creeps and not the ranged creep? Because I know you want to push your ranged creep towards the front line.
I mean, they both work. If you block all the creeps, it's great. If you block all the creeps and let the range through, it's just as good. So I think that's going to be fine, and we'll probably see them... They might even just ditch this top lane right away and just go toward bottom once they recognize this is an aggro tri-lane. Now Tidehunter has him up the lane.
Yep.
He's also got Gush at level, so that does hurt his 1v1.
So you just got to babysit him until he can hit his... actually, you almost need level 3 on him, right? Like, you need to have, like, the 1/1/1 now.
Yeah, but he's versus a beast. So he shouldn't be able to get his farm. Beastmaster is one of those bullies now, though.
I just wait for the ball slow when he cannot move in the lane.
I've seen the way that... I've seen Fada's control as Tidehunter, and it's remarkable the way...
Keeps out so far ahead. You go, son. You run that race. Highlight Day is making a pay in the butt for Ace, as he's actually picked up the early Orb of Venom you're talking about, so Ace is not a happy chappy. The creep wave being pushed off too. Highlight Day looking to keep the aggression, at least the deny is up underneath the tower.
Oh no.
That's a really good play there by Pi. Just don't let him secure even the range there. He hits it once, you get the deny. If not, he misses it. And the rotation. So the one thing for Secret is Yabsaw tends to play a lot around the mid lane. He strictly actually plays mid. He'll TP and make the rotations to the other lanes, but it's really all about securing MidOne on this team for him. While Puppey is the opposing one. Puppey actually tends to play almost always in the safe lane. I actually was looking at a bunch of like the heat maps, and it's pretty crazy how much it actually shows that Puppey plays around Ace and Yabsaw plays.
But they always fight together, though, right? They just like you hit him around the market, wherever they're getting mid lane, going onto Arped. No shards already being spit, so Arped just running around the hill. The laser will connect. Rocket still available, level 1, and nope, that's why he pops off both the salve and the fairy fire, just to ensure there's enough life to survive. But that's a lot of consumables now down for Arped. He's already buying another salve, bringing it out in the courier.
They know that this Tidehunter has Gush level 1. DJ ports top quickly, and Universe is already now destroying this lane. 9 and 4 to the 1 and 0 of the Tide.
Fada needs some levels. He'll get that now as the creep lane comes back in range of the tower.
Yeah, I like this. The laning setup so far, though, for Fnatic has been beautiful. Sure, the Invoker's going to suffer a little bit, but he's going to catch just right up once he gets Force Spirit levels.
Charge.
Denied.
And trying to lock in Pylai Die. Puppey.
To me.
Not much more he can do about this. It's a level 1 glimpse. Like, he doesn't even have the damage or the control that comes in from the kinetic field and the Thunderstrike.
Yeah, the level 1, you know, they got the first blood, but it's actually hurting their lanes quite a lot because of having those abilities.
Yeah.
Tide still... Now he's got his... He's got his 3, but... In comparison to 14 and 4 of a Beastmaster.
This lineup could have been so much more aggressive. Fada's dropping low. Universe won't dive onto the tower for it, however.
Putting pressure. Because he doesn't have the Kraken, so a couple right clicks. Beastmaster has 73 base damage. Gets just amplified by those axes, too.
This is I guess It's when you beg the question, right? Like you can definitely understand like you going on the back of Team Secret's lineup, saying, hey, these guys play really good. Fnatic's lineup is very well drawn out, but it's a little bit slower to come online, a little bit more greedier in some ways, even when you do have like a VS core in the offlane. But do you actually feel like after that first blood now that it's not as greedy? Like Abed, you said he's gonna play the catch-up game later on, but he's still that connect with the Tinker. Glimpse on bottom, Eternal Envy comes back to the fight. Pilot Eye wants to help out. Puppey is low. The Shards locking in Eternal Envy. He wants to kill on Puppey. Maybe killing his former teammate, but it won't happen. Ace, the Danish Terrorblade, is able to bring him down. So 2-0 the Team Secret as far as the kill count.
Yeah, Secret, I think overall, though, I think they still had a bit more of that greedy draft anyway. Even if there's an Invoker in the game, that's why they picked this the Venge carry, so that they can have that quick tempo. Same thing with Beastmaster. They both are these cores that they can just make stuff happen around the map quite early on.
That's got nice for Fada. Keep the creep weight between his tier 1 and tier 2 tower. Relative safety already has level 3, so the 1-1-1 is up.
DJ's making it. DJ's making it.
He's just bullying Fada almost, to a point where Fada's going to take damage. Support is coming in, Universe taking up the creep wave, but Yapsor and Puppey have both done their rotations. The Shards are a perfect one from Yapsor. Nice close choke point.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Team Secret chalk up another one.
You always want to contest between the towers as these supports. But versus Tusk, versus Disruptor, these are those
just can't get there in time. Highlight Die finding the perfect moment as we hit nighttime, and Tinker just didn't see him coming.
Now Invoker pulls ahead. All 3 cores on Fnatic, quite happy. Fada, not so happy. Level 3 tied. Universe is getting close to level 5. He's going for the Axis build, of course. That's just the thing that he does. And he's got a bottle early on, so he can collect those bounties. Fada can't contest them well because he doesn't have boots. 3 mana for Universe constantly with the pressure. Once he's got phase boots, Fada's actually at risk of getting ran down.
I actually love the Universe's approach to with the item build. He's showing us so much in his quick fight, going for the phase boots for the higher movement speed, higher rotations, but it's the Shadow Blade straight after. Yeah, like not going Necrobook, going for the Hunter.
It's the pickoff build because they have Invokers, so they want to be able to abuse and get
Pilot in trouble. He's going to get locked in position inside the river. Not a lot Arbe can do apart from pump in a little bit damage from the hillside.
10% inspiration, 90% decapitation. No.
But yet again, another successful rotation in here from Team Secret.
Because of how well their cores are farming, in particular, Universe is remembering.
And Snap is going to connect,
take
and no
more
armor on him. Forge Spirit's doing their work, the Cold Snap. 5 mini stuns on that retreating Tinker. Thought you saved him, but then Yapsor walks off the lane for half a second and problems.
I've been Invoker, man.
With that, he actually gets a net worth of the Tinker. Eternal Envy may not like this position. Puppey right on his tail, and so is Ace. Glimpse pulls him back onto the hillside, and Ace has already got the high ground. And more of himself. Envy, no. Takes the bounty rune, efficiency. Wait a little bit more time, grab a bounty, and hey, it's all worth it, right?
Spends his gold as well. So they're recovering Ace through kills, because his last hits aren't the greatest, but he's top net worth for his team on the board. But Universe
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Finished.
Level 6 is up 2 now, so Fada's going to be a little bit more careful.
Especially once they see that Abed has Sunstrike mana. He's about to have that too.
Well, level is sitting careful. It's only a level 3 at the moment, but still
Dire's
225 damage.
are fortified.
With some axes, with the roar, a couple extra right clicks from Beastmaster, could be enough to bring that tide. Universe could also go for a TP rotation if will overextend. And Secret have already gone to this semi-recovery mode for the Tinker. He's gone for the 2-1-2 build, since they already can't threaten the kills on Abed. He's just going to be stacking in front of jungle.
Looks like Ace is moving into the jungle as well. The Observer Ward they had a little bit more defensively inside their own jungle. Watching Fnatic's movement is now timed out. So they put down an aggressive Observer Ward. It's on top of the Dire Shrine on the southern side. So at least they'll know when Fnatic want to back up. So if Abed wants to go jungle, they'll know about it. Sometime soon. The Hand of Midas is only a recipe away.
Yeah, I think that's like a double kind of vision ward. It's not only just to watch when the Invoker is going to go back to jungle, but it's also to watch when the rotations from the supports come down to gank that Terrorblade. I do like that ward. That is Invoker.
Ace is going back into the lane. It's still going to be a one-on-one, but Universe, it's aggressive move, but it's Arbet in the middle lane, got glimpsed in. Double TP's coming into the base. You see him hold his hands together. Without Paladai is low. Raw is out on level combat. The Shackle controls up Yamso. We'll get one more shot, but here comes Paladai. He runs the front lines. The DJ Ravage is available. Arbet back up on top of the hill. So for all the heavy TPs, for all the engagements, it's still only a 1-for-1 trade. Tuskar for Shaman.
They're both really high level on those supports though. Shaman level 5, same thing with Tusk. Quite a lot of gold going for both plays.
Yapso may want to try and make the most out of this. Everyone TP'd in towards the mid lane with Fnatic, so very few people will be here to help out Envy. As long as Envy just comes a little bit further down, he's got a glimpse of Yapso. The creep wave just saw him, so he's already backing up and TPing in towards the mid.
Knowing Envy as well, he's got the timer. He's probably like, Metamorphosis available again. They're looking to gank me. So because that seems like every single time they've made the move on Envy, Envy's got the 4-1-1 build, so he's looking to get active. They've got enough duration of the stun to get those Sunstrike off down.
They're looking for the Tinker. This is actually so low, 400 HP. They walk around the corner, and walks into the Sunstrike, wouldn't be able to connect. Envy finds the pickup already. That's very problematic for a Tinker who's getting closer towards his BTs, but still another 1100 away. He needs more time, he needs more space.
Under attack.
That aggressive ward doesn't help. Especially considering they smoked back away from it.
Yep. Secret a bit under the gun here, but they're still farming well on their main hero, the Katowice.
Yep.
It's just Fada, because of that, having that level 1 gush. Sherry's 102 with 38 last hits, but you can see his net worth is quite far behind that.
They're smoking again top. They want Universe. Level 2 pushes up with Poppy, so he does have the range to pull back Universe. That's when Universe starts with the wall. Begins his run, the reflection units chasing him off, and your snowball forward. The shots catching both of them from Yapso. But will it be good or not? Universe is still there in the back line thanks to the glimpse, so they split up each other one way. He's able to finish him off, and Universe running circles now. The wall is there from Poppy. The axes will kill him off, and Universe high movement speed. He has enough speed to outrun the Tuskar shards. Maybe not enough to get through this. Snowball coming in, almost enough damage. Fodder is so low, and Universe one charging and bottling through it all.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Here comes the shots again, but it's well on target.
They wanted that East match so badly. They committed so heavily. Ace went for the easier kill, but they end up missing it Universe because of those phase boots. That extra movement speed he gets to run away.
Yep. It's the consolation prize. He would have been worth so much too.
Yeah, Fado almost died. If he even like misstepped at all there, he was just gonna get clipped by that Sunstrike bottom. Looking for the dive. Dodges the glimpse of the mirror image.
Yeah, that's Sunstrike right on the money.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
12-minute mark.
Fast pace coming up from Fnatic, even though they have this stroker lineup. Just having that bench carry plus Beastmaster having such a good time, they can make the moves around the map easily. That front towers. Ace times.
Yeah, where's that Sunstrike? It's still coming up. It's been called out once so many times. So here it comes. With the stun, but it connects. Ace will fall down. Father trying to create space down the rabbit. It's one, but not much more. Envy does have swap available. He's just on the edge of the range, and he'll snap him up, pull him back. You can break through the magic missile. And the damage from Zach will be right back into one mid. Pilot died deep by the tier 1 tower. They're looking for a little bit more. Doesn't have the range. MidOne with a double push. And Tinker picks up his BTs thanks to those 2 kills.
Secret needed that pretty
Radiant's
badly.
top tower is under
After
attack.
used that defensive Ravage top, losing their tide anyway. MidOne's still on the road to recovery though. He's just pulled ahead
Radiant's
of the bench.
bottom
Not even
tower
that tower
being
gets denied.
denied. Radiant structures are fortified.
Incredibly well.
Yep. This is one Universe going to have to make some big plays, but the Shadow Blade, it's ready to come out once the Courier returns to base.
12-minute phase Shadow Blade.
Yep.
That's
it's a good time. He's 5.6k net worth. He's got he's 600 in front of the Invoker, who's running around with 4 kills in 1 day.
They can burst this Terror Blade now too with this. He can run around this jungle with Shadow Blade, get right close to the floor, and Sunstrike easy kill down this Terror Blade.
It's almost max Sunstrike anyway. He's sitting at 350 damage on that Sunstrike. Always that global helping hand. It's double Shadow Blade, double Hunters. Both of them have that initial stun, that initial control.
I like that they're being so active on those two cores to give Abed that space, even though he's had an incredibly good time at Evo.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nice for Team Secret adding pressure to that Tier 1 tower up on top. So the fact they kept their Tier 1 tower alive is at 47 HP, well within the deny range for their Tier 1 tower top. I'm wondering why they're that confident to keep it up. It's almost like they want to try to have another crack at it.
I think just not, because it'll reset their blip. And their AC DJ pushing bottom. They might just, in panic situations, sometimes you don't even... Oh, tower's low. Well,
maybe you should do something about this. Universe coming in very deep. Defensive observer watch from Team Secret on that cliff next to the top Tier 1 tower, but also in their jungle, protecting the two close camps to the mid lane.
but look at the wards from Fnatic. They've got Tinker ward bottom, they've got another one to spot out the Tinker in the jungle in the rotations, and that mid one to watch behind the tower. Just quick movements in top now, bottom. Get swapped.
Yeah, this is problematic. He has, well, okay, he has nothing. Sunstrike. The second this lines up, there's no point burning the Ravage.
Tidehunter is not having a good time. Saves that with his DJ.
I just walking straight in. He ensnares onto the Terrorblade, grabs up the Bounty Rune, and then Song of the Siren. They want to go again. There's no Sunstrike damage for 3 more seconds. They got to hold him there just a little bit longer. Eternal Envy has the magic missile. Ace wants to run out. Here's the Sunstrike. On the left. So Ace is low.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now he drops over Universe on the left. The challenge will not give him place. Highlight will die in the
Next
lane.
time, try a
Universe
crowbar.
will die in the river.
Clutch timing from the supports to show up. Static Storm saving.
Radiant's bottom
Teammates,
tower is under
save
attack.
top Ace there. The Roar wasn't able to get expended by Universe. During all this, DJ continues to... I mean, he's found his home. We know DJ he plays Shadow Shaman. He just sits in the bottom lane.
No, he sees these shots up. He gets the stars, he basically hits the kill. Okay, he's got it. Arben drops the meteor right on top of the task guard. The Sunstrike connects onto MidOne. Arben multitasking the bottom lane. Using the master direction.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yep. With the next creep wave, Alacrity buff doesn't last long enough.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
The
attack.
TPs are coming in. Taking it to the front line, but Eternal Envy hunting the center. Was thinking about the Ravage, now he does let it go. Eternal Envy actually swapped him. Highlight died. The wall is still kill off Puppy. He is still alive.
Dire's
The
top
Ravage
tower
but it
is under
connects
attack.
to Universe and not onto Eternal Envy. It becomes a 1-for-1 trade-off, even though the Tier 1 tower goes away in secret.
Dire's top
The Tier 2
tower is
tower
full.
bottom is still being peppered.
Slightly greedy with it, didn't expect the swap to come off. That was perfect by Envy. So it's really important for Secret in these fights. Now that they know the Shadow Blades on both heroes, they're gonna have sentries down for every single fight. So I don't think we'll see Envy walk in like that versus the team.
This seems to be way too easy for Arben just to get like I know it's the classic. You've got a whole bunch of stunts in your lineup. The Invoker Sunstrike's gonna get you connection. Yes, there's that Tinker one going to work. Pancake, Arben's gonna go down. He wants more, but can DJ in time? No, okay. By DJ. Eternal Envy's in the neighborhood, trying to get a return
Dire's
kill on the
middle tower
Absol.
is
We're
under
going
attack.
Tinker down on that bottom lane. They definitely know that Tinker Ward is up as Envy just attacks over the Fog of War tree line. But 14-13, these teams giving us what we want. Bloodbath in every single lane.
Playing so active on the side of Fnatic and taking advantage of their wards nice and early on. Sure, it's gonna get dewarded, but they already got the kill on the Tinker. It's absolutely worth it for them. They're not slowing down though. The only person who's really been hitting jungle creeps has been Abed, which he's allowed to do as the Invoker. Everybody else on the map for Fnatic is just running around looking for these pickoffs.
Yep.
And Secret is definitely vulnerable to that. They've got a lot longer cooldowns. They are very reliant on their Ravage, on the Disruptor ulti. Well, in comparison, you look at Fnatic, it's all about fast pace. Pretty much their only long cooldown is Beastmaster for it. I mean, not this thing, but
Roll still at 75 seconds. That's still until around a minute. And Arben's happy with this. Like he farms up in the jungle.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So we're 17 minutes in. The time is not too bad for him.
Sounds great.
How's the Terrorblade looking? Like,
He's caught up heavily.
Is there a critical
Dire
item from
are
Ace that we
scanning.
look at which kind of like I don't know if it's Ace you just plan for the mid game to fight, or if you say, you know what, I need items right now to try and engage. I can get involved in this. What do you do?
It's he's the only physical damage doing it. I think he has to get massive. He wants to be able to save and put off that BKB as long as possible because he's an invoker. So I think he's just gonna go stats. He's gonna go that usual Manta, Dragon Lance, something like that. I even saw he picked up drums.
Yeah,
so I think he's just
Dragon Lance, and now he's got Manta in this.
Yeah, he's just gonna go stats. Like I said, save the BKB for later because first invoker, you don't want your BKB to start ticking down low. Yeah, that's how you
Dire's
really get
middle
punished
tower
later
is
stages
under
of the game.
attack. Dire's middle
Do you
tower
leave it out?
has
Like, do you
fallen.
also think about picking up the Scotty or something along those lines before you get the BKB?
I think
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Song of the Siren. They will just look to catch the Tinker out, and they've got him. MidOne trying to treat and that highlight dive, but MidOne still will go down to the big damage. He wants to argue with Tornado. He wants the awareness that MidOne creates a space a little one times they push him already, but now they pull him back. And Universe offers himself up, brawls quickly. Two huge cores for Team Secret to bring down. The top two net worths on Fnatic.
very worth a Ravage, killing the Beastmaster. I got a little bit of heart attacks from those shards, but they still had Glimpse available. And we do have Puppey going for his classic. He's got his casual buckler, so he's a happy man. Yapster is going to get the Blink Dagger to go for those catches. And we see that DJ this time, he is preferring to get the Blink Dagger since he's versus that Tinker. He's the control out of the catches for his team. So no Aghanim.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Pilot Eye is getting more and more space up on this top lane. Yeah, he has his tranquil boots on the courier, but they're only he sent it back to home after it was halfway out the start, so almost catches,
having that gush level 1 really hurt him in the lane phase first.
Yep. And the things you do for first blood, it's almost like a technique for a level 1 now. It's just like big approach. Here go Fnatic. Now 7 more to down. Universe will summon all of the beasts and creatures of the wild. And Eternal Envy with that Madness just does so much work. The Tuscan scouts it out. They want to get rid of that. Able to do it very, very quickly. The Fada, well, no Ravage. DJ inside the pit. They still want to fight inside that fog of water. DJ, Fada back in again. And then dropping back down again. Fada gets the regeneration rate. And then the Stonewall protection. He'll end up surviving with the roll all the way up to Eternal Envy. Sunrise coming in. That'll kill on Fada with a full-on brawl. But the Ice Storm, it tries to create that buffer and now swap it back into it. Eternal Envy all over Reed. They'll lose their big one. Down goes the Terrorblade. Leaves Immortal still crack on Eternal Envy. The Team Secret is in full retreat. If they can get back out, that Observer will give good vision, but there's no stun for Universe available to try and catch out the Tinker.
Envy's so clutch with these swaps this game. From saving himself multiple times to that one, DJ buying back, then being confident enough to lock down that Terrorblade before the Summon will come out. And Bada ran in and I think he's realizing he's won this game. He's just going to be dying non-stop because if he keeps with damages. It's very rare. GG Bada gets a little bit more farm priority, but this game he's just been so shut down.
In case we didn't realize, the enemy has vision around the Radiant top jungle.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Right. That marker is
Radiant structures are fortified.
He's going to be burnt dry. Roar is there. Up and he's a little more. The Rabbits will buy some time. So DJ and Eternal Envy can be attacked, but they just swap them out. Tusker for a ball. Yapsar in MidOne, staying on the back of Eternal Envy, but he has the
Radiant's
vision.
middle tower is under attack.
That's why the Sigil is there, but the Song of the Siren, the Rockers still keep flying. Eternal Envy gets
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Just continues to play around this. Observer will die to the tower as Universe will run away. Metamorphs has done again. The Sunstrike, no! Puppey holds hands. I thought Yapsor was going to be in trouble for that one, but still, a 1-for-1 trade out of that Ravage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
By any means, they get the Aegis. They don't go back to farming. They just look to pressure. Every single time they've got Beastmaster Roar available, they're just looking to do fights.
And Team Seekers try and keep up with them. They've got 3 Blink Daggers, so there's still positioning advantage for Team Secret. Also 5 MidOne, all walking around with these guys, but then you got Blink Dagger on DJ, you got double Shadow Blades for Fnatic. Each team has just a beautiful arsenal to keep the aggression up.
Yeah. Fnatic is they're just gonna keep that pace up though. Now they know that last fight, Ravage was used, Meta was used. This is their go time. As soon as they've got Roar, they can just keep looking to stay active.
As long as they can keep finding MidOne, he's still causing problems with that Kaya DJ. Cops 2 rockets and has to retreat. I still found it amusing. The Team Secret took that entire fight after fight. I think that fact they knew exactly where the observer ward was, and they still fought under the full vision of Fnatic. It's obviously gone now.
They were just that time they were doing a great job of using that sigil plus rocket combo, but that last second Shadow Blade by Envy.
Do you like this choice from Universe to actually like completely skip going the Necro books in order to grab the silver?
I think in this game, yeah. I think if they can keep killing fodder like this, he's gonna have such a. I mean, he's gonna have such a little impact.
When you say this, you mean this?
Yeah, this.
Okay, this. not this.
They want it.
The other this. I'm sorry, there appears to be a problem.
At one point, the book, if you just get it to book really early on, it kind of just becomes useless. So I think this build, he's gonna have more utility for his team. He's just hunting.
Yep. Oh, Puppey, he's walking over, puts down the observer ward, gets a lot of vision early on.
Abed.
The raw, and the Sunstrike. Puppey protected once again. Yes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Rolling all the way forward towards Universe. Now there's both the supports a little bit too deep in, but it'll work by Sparta. It's all heroes with his Ravage. And we have to keep running, but the Gluten
In every meeting of mine, there must be a loser.
Fnatic wanted a quick kill and move on to the next, and ended up being a 2-for-1 trade-off in favor of Team Secret.
Having Ravage available, every single time Secret does have Ravage to fight, as long as Potter doesn't get bursted or as long as he's not completely isolated and they're playing around him, the Ravage should be able to win and Secret the fight. They didn't even have to expend meta there, which is really important for them.
But as you said, that's the reason why he's picking up the Aeon disc. Fights like this is only just making this Aeon disc come sooner and sooner.
And he knows, like I said, he knows his role in this game. He is the absolute sacrificial lamb of his time. All his role is just get Ravage off in the fights.
Maybe we'll see like if right now we're going to get a defensive item, the Lincoln Spear, and Lincoln Spear. Are there different aggressive items he can look for? Like, I don't know if he wants to go down the blink path himself or if it's disabled. Like, how do you play this if you're Abed to get the advantage?
I think it's just usual standard invoker items, to be honest. Like the BKB early on is definitely to deal with that Ravage, but I think that's more than enough, and the Lincolns he can use really well to work around the glimpses, around Sunder, etc. later on. I think for the most part though, Invokers, they don't vary too much. He could throw in a Blink because he's versus a Tinker, but it tends to just be the same item builds for Invokers when they go to the Exort build. We got to see Thompson Invoker, but that's completely different stuff.
That's the most depressing answer we could have had for that question. What a shame.
Yeah, it's
Radiant's bottom
it just is what it
tower
is. You don't want to vary too much from the build because it's the strongest. It really just is.
It's the build for a reason. He's gone Dagon on mid-1 now. The amplification of damage is just rising and rising. This will be a harder world for other heroes like DJ. Maybe not so bad once they actually have the items, because you can be on Eternal Envy, and DJ is going to go for the Aghanim Scepter, so there'll be some decent life on him.
A little bit of warding this game though. Every single time it is Secret. That one there up top, and we see one behind the mid tower.
Puppey was able to see the Shaman walk out under it. So he knew. He knows. That actually means so much when the only aggressive ward now that's down for the Fnatic is the one back behind that tier 2 tower between the tier 2 and tier 3.
They are quite good, yeah. They have the Hawk, which will help a bit, but it's
but Silver Edge is now fully completed over on Universe.
They can go for those pickoffs more on Silver now. Break that Kraken shell and be able to burst him.
Radiant's top tower
I kind
is
of want
under
to watch the
attack.
Tinkers TP out. Like this is that, it's that hairy moment, right? Like mid-1 is cool, calm, calculated. But how can Fnatic catch him? These Tinker Wars need to come back up again.
I think that's why it's so important that Yasuo rushes to it.
Carter blinking himself forward. Yasuo's going to be there. No line. The Axis up, and well, there. Now that's just help you when dust is brought to the fights.
They're playing very defensively, but it's starting to climb them back in this game. They recognize that this Terrorblade is really the big tool for them to win this game. So they're just setting up all around it. They know they're going to find either Beastmaster or Revenge looking for these pickups.
Is Terrorblade actually going to be enough? And like, the only reason I'm starting to think about this is because my mind is moving to that 4 position, moving into almost a 2 position, and it's the Naga Siren. But then from Pylai Dai. Okay, he's actually changed it. He had a blink dagger. He had a blink dagger queued up in his quick fire. Okay, if he's on the side, what does Secret actually do about this? Like he's gonna get the ball, but if he gets that now, like he's gonna be the only person to be isolated, then focus by that.
He's high armor though. Even though they're gonna have like Vengeful Spirit hitting him, if he gets BKB off during the songs, focus firing him down is gonna be really, really tough. They have to pretty much throw everything on him. And then there's still always that risk of that snowball coming out. Yeah, this gets propped. Envy's actually gonna swap aggressively.
Yeah, he's going to take a TPing further forward. They want to fight inside of him, or maybe they don't. They're going to the dire side of the jungle. War is out.
Radiant's current has been killed.
Wants to reset the engagement. They see the glimpse. They're keeping Eternal Envy in range. There's some strikes on the money for Mana. And Pylai just far enough to the side to open up that opportunity for him. Can focus on a EMP burn. We'll bring it down lower. Pylai needs a way out. That one denial won't happen. The rockets fly nicely.
That was such unbelievable good control by Fnatic there on Fada. Fada tries to like hide inside the tree line so that he can eventually get that Ravage off later, but the sleep catches him, and then they use the Hex instantly for DJ. So Hex can't dispel that, gets Sunstrikes up, brought down. If they'd had a Ravage there by Secret, the fight could have been pretty disastrous for Fnatic.
Yeah, I was asking the question, like, how does Invoker control that? But it's the other heroes of Fnatic, right? It's their positioning, it's their timing. It's the fact that DJ has played such a huge part in this game as well.
Yeah. 10-3 and 6 on the Invoker.
Well, I'm just happy these teams are keeping up the intensity. So it does say 23-21 on the board, so you may feel that Team Secret are coming out on top of this. But if you look at the graphs, it's the other way. 5k in the net worth, 10k in the experience advantage going the way of Team Secret, just being a lot more efficient on this map.
Invisibility.
It just seems like a lot of that also doesn't count for much either. Like the Tinker, as long as he can keep the pressure in the side lanes, then your lanes push out nicely. Same for Fnatic, if they can get their pickoffs, use their shadow plays to grab some kind of opportunity, then everything reaches.
Secret's one thing is about they're two heroes. It's about like this Tinker and Terrorblade having an incredible game, and sure, Tidron just needs to get Ravages up, but Fanatics, they have to be more in unison. Everyone else has to have a role in the game. It's not just about an Invoker taking over the game by himself.
Dire's
Everybody has to
middle
do their
tower
part.
is under
Up so
attack.
far, the Force Spirits are opening up on him now, so welcome to 12 armor on Puppey. Tornado only barely misses.
12 armor. Like it's like he gets hit by like 6 Force Spirit. Oh wait, he's got Vidal and Butler and it's Puppey.
This is the classic. He's normally got the
Interesting. Ace actually is going for more green. He did queue up the BKB. Like he does need to be that big huge carry, and he needs to delay that BKB as long as possible. That could change. If they do look to take a fight, he could still go for the BKB, but if they win a fight, he could just get the B-fly straight off of that.
Still crazy to see like Fnatic pushing further ahead. Like this experience that even if Beats sat in the bottom lane, just gathering more and more experience, more money, while Secret will buy fans smoking
It's the minus Invoker as well as the Shadow Shaman having the experience gain talent. He survived in a couple fights, and DJ's just been like very, very greedy. So he's level 18 already on Shadow Shaman in comparison to the level 15 Disruptor on the other side.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Supports of
attack.
Secret that are hurting. Fnatic is pretty up there. Great vision around Roshan. It's the Academ's Mass Serpent Wards. And that Roshan, -5,
Roshan has
-7,
fallen
-8.
without.
So quickly.
That's a big problem for Secret, that Fnatic just can go in there and do that at any moment in time. No way that they can respond.
So Aegis Immortal is in the hands of Eternal Envy. Cheese into Half-Ed's paws.
Definitely feeling it. Concerned for Secret if they can actually take the fights.
Yeah.
Fnatic keeping up such a good
They need
pace.
big Ravages, but their high ground defense still seems like really, really strong. Like Fnatic are going to have a hard time breaking the base unless they can get the pickoffs outside.
That's what they're all about. They're all about those pickoffs. And I mean, DJ's just literally been pushing outside lanes constantly. Let's look. I mean, just pulling up the last hits really quick. Look how much he's catching up. He's pretty much tied with the Tidehunter. 132 last hits on a Shadow Shaman. He knows his job in this game. Push side lanes, get up those Tinker wards, try to find the pickoffs.
I think the other job is, okay, really hardest one, pick up Refresher Shard when it drops from Roshan. They will be very quick at doing that too.
They've got two huge heroes to get that Refresher Shard. The Abed Invoker, since he's gone for Cataclysm, and the Shadow Shaman.
Oh, the double.
He
Okay.
waits. It's only about... The thing is Cataclysm, it's not very good until you hit 1225. Once you've got Radial Deafening Blast, it actually becomes more of a spell because you can push people into
He's going to be on his way. Either of these teams being able to close this game out anytime soon.
No, this
And
is
even if you do manage to take one lane of racks, it's still no team will still tap out. Thanks, MV.
Is that the third time he's twice? At least the second time I've seen this tournament that he's done it.
It's the second time at least. I saw him do it once before. He did that yesterday.
Everyone takes Roche. Not a massive deal.
Oh, is it Roshan time at 31:20?
Ah.
Yeah, mind games. What are we counting now? Is it Mass Serpent? What time?
It is. It is there. He's not for build. Not the Orchid. He's gonna be going for that Bloodthorn.
He took control of his Ace is in real trouble. They actually just dropped the Mass Serpent. He's got no buyback for 72 seconds. The only thing right now Team Secret is the Mass Serpent Wards were already committed. So, march it up. No easy way for Fnatic to force the high ground. Raw on bottom lane. Another pick off. Yapsor has to snowball.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That Ghost Walk and his tornado is on the money. Sunstrike, same as well. Yapsor goes down. 2 heroes with no buyback available. Will now have to rely on MidOne to hold the line.
Secret in big problems here.
They have to TP back to the Master Machines. Like this has to come back down. The Master Machines will soak up in the mid lane. So that one push quickly. The damage.
Radiant
That
structures
was over
are
200
fortified.
on just 262 plus damage. Hitting into that tower on top of his 151 base. They cannot block it. They know what? Meteorite down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Still got the double. Here comes the Cataclysm. Will hit on absolutely nothing as a turn. Is way too deep. Yeah, he's got the Aegis Immortal, but he just burned his BKB and taking the tower the entire way down to 175 HP. That has to be the best result here for Team Secret. The fact that tier 3 tower still up and no one that was the damage for not having buybacks on their 2 heroes.
Fnatic is trying to punish them because they've always got the reset button. They've got the Naga, so they can take a bit more risky maneuvers.
Top lane. He managed to catch MidOne. Oh, he did it. MidOne ran up north into the trees. Needs to re-arm and blink quickly. Even further up, and he'll re-arm and blink once more. Master Machines and the TP the hell out of there. Such a good tornado though. You were mentioning it before from the games you cast of him.
Yeah.
This is how Arbed hunts the Tinker.
I was saying this is their counter pick. When they see Tinker, they instantly snap pick that and vote. Do a very good job pressuring the map. They're kind of like closing it more and more. And when you're playing Terrorblade and all your lanes are being shoved in constantly, that's where you start to suffer because you're kind of scared of just walking out to a lane versus the lineup. They have to meet the first lane on a BKB. We're getting closer and closer to those level 25s.
Yeah,
23.
Mainly Fnatic. There's a reason too. They've got 25,000 experience advantage in 35 minutes.
Level 23 on Invoker and level 22 Shadow. DJ just pulling up. He's got the refresher queued up already.
Yeah, he's building his refresher. So, is there actually a way, unless you give him the cheese, like if you give him both the cheese and the refresher shot, can you drop the 4?
4?
Oh, sorry, the mass open ones.
He's pretty close to having the mana for it if you bring some mangoes. If he has like 2 mangoes, then you get, because you essentially get 3 arcade move usages.
And the rest of it is the TP. MidOne may look to fight a little bit more. They knew how long was hanging around. A 2-for-2 trade-off. Terrorblade is down.
They're punishing Ace for his item decision here. Ace really wanted to be greedy. He went for that butterfly. He even queued up the Eye of Scotty next, but now he just got picked up twice. So he instantly just switched to the BKB. He's Fortress versus Evoker. He's a master, you know. He's the star.
I think Evoker's going to have that decision.
He's not actually going for the Radial Deafening Blast build. So even though he went Cataclysm, which is you kind of need the Deafening Blast to set the Cataclysm up, he's just varied the build. He wants to look for the Tinker more, is what that tells me with the tornadoes.
Negative 16 seconds.
And now they could. Look, that's more than likely now going to be DJ getting the refresher shard.
Dire structures are fortified.
Counter target. Well, look at the stats up on top. The massive wards are down and mid-one falls. They have the defensive Tinker ward on the hill.
That was a DJ pretty much getting the solo kill. Just a Sunstrike being added on those Tinker wards.
He beat it quickly up there too, so how does Team Secret deal with this? Yapsor's hanging around, they may think about Roshan. Cold feet for Yapsor, knows he has to jump away. Crimson Guard wanting to save him from Arben's attack, but also caught in the bad position. He is on call now, so DJ with the shackles and shot. And if they're actually purposely giving him the kills as well, he's at 4.9k gold now on that Shaman. Rapidly approaching. And top lane, they found another one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
3 heroes again, down 2 without buyback.
Fnatic's just dismantling Secret. Secret's getting split up around the map because their lanes just keep getting shoved in. Like even Pi, the tier 3 right back. The fact that they're
Radiant's middle tower
heroes,
has fallen.
they're just finding Secret getting isolated
Radiant's
because of
bottom
it.
tower
Now they've got
is
the
under
refresher
attack.
Shadow Shaman too.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Fnatic are taking this bottom lane of Rax.
Radiant's
The Tinker is
bottom
going to come back up
barracks
now
are
in 2
under attack.
seconds time, but the melee is already
Radiant's
gone. So
bottom
they look towards the
Radiant's
base. That's
bottom
where Universe is
has
attacking
fallen.
Fada, jumping forward, just trying to slay to the 4 stars away. He's also
Radiant's
but
middle
now the
tower
beacon
has
is
fallen.
done for Terrorblade. Ace can be something in these fights. But the buybacks,
They need him to be everything in these fights pretty much because it's still. I mean, I'm just looking at Fada's net worth, and I haven't seen Fada
Radiant's
struggle
top
like this in a long
shrine is
time.
under attack.
They've really just taken advantage of him having that gush early on to that level 1. Really making the difference
Radiant's
him not being
bottom
able to catch
shrine
back up.
has fallen.
Yeah, Fnatic just constantly getting so much farm across the board on their heroes, even when they're all grouped up too. It's you see that vengeance aura. You've got the level 20 talent. Both those are lacking.
the old buff up. Use to buff up the bear, not buff up yourself, but this is rough ground for Team Secret. But how can you downplay this? Like, do you get aggressive? Is it just fight around Roshan? Do you not give them the refresher shot?
They have to get like perfect ravages. Is pretty much the case here. Get ideal ravages on 2 of the cores, bring them out of the fight so that Ace can just run over. Because he does have the BKB now. He's actually able to run around in the fights, but it's still so hard. You see Fnatic, they're just constantly shoving in all the lanes.
Yep. The bottom is going to shove herself in anyway. Like, Yapsor comes down to defend this, which means no close sigil. They at least prioritize keeping that shrine. 109 HP on the shrine for Team Secret. They need this thing. It's the only way they can bring reinforcements back into the fight. And Tinker, it may actually just be worth a buyback as well to defend this Roshan. You got it on Tinker as well as Tide. Everyone else is currently short of the cash. Terrorblade just got his money.
They can't let Fnatic get this 3rd rush.
Yep, they know it. That's why they're hanging around. 4 heroes in smoke under the pit. Now Fnatic smoked up as well. But one in close. Fada, he doesn't want to initiate, or does he? Tough gun. Comes the BKB. Hits on Ace in the back line. He needs to get out of this one before he dies. He died so quickly. The control is perfect. The buybacks are not committed. They're all away from the master. Tusker will die on the hill. And Team Secret, this one, swap back in again. Needs to blink once more. Able to do so. The Sunstrike, the shotgun. DJ's got it.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Roshan and everything that comes with it. Nubbin already jumped towards the mid lane. He's attacking the mid melee
Radiant's
as
middle
well as
barracks
range
has fallen.
Tinker is forced to fight back to defend this. But there's really nothing he can do to stop it. The only thing that stops Fnatic right now is the
Radiant's
tier 2
middle
tower
barracks
is still
has
alive
fallen.
on the top lane, so they can't play.
Roshan has fallen to the
One
down.
here, DJ. He had to actually use his refresher in the last fight, but he's got the refresher shard now.
Yeah.
And this, I mean, it's a 30k gold lead.
Yeah, it is. It's 30k gold. Its experience is kicking up a little bit higher as well. Experience actually now hits 35,000. And you've got the full Bloodthorn and the Aegis on BS plus 4.5k. Yeah, they're
Fnatic is, they're actually making like all the right moves to take that one. The smoke on smoke action.
Yep.
The
Radiant's top
Universe
shrine
even having
is
an
under
incredible
attack.
game on the Beastmaster. Sure, Terrorblade's got BKB, but doesn't matter if you can't.
Small lag.
I felt that one too.
Yeah, we all felt that one with the Kale. But you're right. Like Fnatic just made all the right choices in this. They've done their homework. They were very well prepared. at the Invoker, well, we haven't really seen it much at all. The matchup they got with that tight after the tight under with the Beastmaster, it's just, yeah,
Radiant's
it's the
top
dream
tower
now.
is under
And
attack.
Secret need to find a way to wake up, give him a kick.
Radiant's top tower
These
is
fights,
falling.
because they're not only under vision constantly, but these secret wards have been incredible by Fnatic, but I mean, Fada just can't get in there. He goes in, he gets like instantly locked down, they ignore him for a second, and then they isolate Ace.
You could see him wanting to, and at one moment in that mid fight, I thought he was going to. He had that moment to blink and then just four-man ravage right in the middle of the fight, but it didn't happen. The rest of his team would have been a little bit too far away, even if he did jump in and get that ravage.
Yeah. It's going to the point where Secret has to do some kind of risky moves to come back in this one. Because now, Fnatic, they're just chilling back. They're like, alright, let's just wait. Our Shadow Shaman's level 25. Wait 60 seconds for him to have triple wards. He does have the mana for it now. He's even buying a soul ring just in case. And triple wards, I don't know how you defend that. Your base is gonna die.
Yeah, how do you even clear it? Like, you need to have Ace already in the perfect position to attack them all. But actually, that doesn't even work.
I've actually never seen all three plays down. I've seen two. I think I saw first. Maybe I saw the third one, the third place down, but the game ended instantly as soon as he got the third one dropped down. Well, I'm just gonna watch actually.
Yeah, 30 seconds until Refresher Orb is back off cooldown.
Yep. Fnatic, they're just closing out all the lanes, and you see Secret just positioned in their base. They can't really make the aggressive moves outside anymore. Under all this vision, the Hawks, the wards.
Invisibility.
It's way too risky. They have to commit too much to get any kind of pickoffs.
Sentries everywhere. Don't let Shaman slip through. Or maybe that's the way they could do it. There's a sentry ward down in mid. So if DJ just tries to walk it in, at least they can pick off the Mass Serpent ward. So the sentry, he's now in range. Here comes DJ in through the front. Yapsel, now's your moment. Oh, it's it. D2, number 1, number 3, number 3.
Advantage, 40-something thousand